Welcome back to Students Against Drug Abuse, the podcast that keeps it real about teen drug use and how we can fight it together. I'm Penny, and today we're tackling something that every parent should know: how to spot the warning signs of drug abuse and when to step in. I've got two familiar voices with me today, Wenxuan and Abigail. Welcome back, guys.
Hey! Excited for this one. It's such a tricky topic, but an important one.
Let's get straight into it. What are some of the biggest red flags that someone might be using drugs?
There's a few signs to look for: behavioral, emotional, and physical. For behavioral, the biggest giveaways are the mood swings, skipping school, or lying about where they've been. Some teens even start stealing money to fund their habits.
And emotionally, you might notice a total personality shift. Someone who used to be cheerful might become super irritable or withdrawn. It's like they're a different person.
That sounds scary. What about physical signs?
This depends on the drug, but common ones include bloodshot eyes, drastic weight loss, or even constant nosebleeds. If someone always wears long sleeves, even in hot weather, they might be hiding marks from injecting drugs.
And then there are the little things, like slurred speech, shaking hands, or maybe smelling weird, like smoke or chemicals.
So if a teen's behavior drastically changes, it's worth paying attention. But here's the tough part. If you're someone who notices these signs, how do you bring it up without making things worse?
The worst thing you can do is go in with guns blazing. If you accuse them outright, they'll just shut you down or deny it.
Exactly. Instead, stay calm and show concern, not judgment. Say something like, "Hey, I noticed you haven't been yourself lately. Is everything okay?" That way, they don't feel attacked.
That's a good tip. What if they still refuse to talk?
Give them time. Sometimes just knowing someone cares is enough to make them open up later. Also, pick up the right moment, like when you're in the car or doing an activity together, rather than sitting them down and talking like a big scary talk.
And for parents, the key is trust. If you've always been strict and unapproachable, don't expect your teen to suddenly spill everything. Start creating a safe space before there's a problem.
Love that. Prevention starts with communication. But let's say these signs are serious. What's the next step?
If you're really worried, reach out to professional help. Malaysia has quite a few hotlines, and we've linked a few in the description. Most of them aren't just for drug users. You can call them for advice, information,
or even a shoulder to cry on. Having a loved one who's struggling with addiction can be just as tough.
And if you're a teen struggling with drug abuse or know someone who is, there are safe spaces like Teen Quit Malaysia where you can get help without fear or punishment.
That's really important. No one should have to deal with this alone. Now, one last question. What's one thing you'd tell a parent or friend who's scared to intervene?
Don't wait. If you see red flags, trust your gut and reach out. The earlier, the better.
And remember, it's not about punishment, it's about protection. Be the person they can turn to, not run from.
I couldn't have said it better. And that's it for this episode of SADA. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who needs it. Until next time.